I wanted to share with you the four main things I'm going to be working with for my upcoming reclaimed 6 month private coaching program. And this is open to 5 women total who are interested in reclaiming their voice, their focus, their body, and then creating boundaries and standards in their life. So if this sounds like you, please keep watching and I can give you the information for your next steps. My name is Kitsy Higgins, and I help women create a life that they are obsessed about. And I've been on a journey for the last few years, working exactly on this stuff, so I too can help the next set of women to step into their fullness of who they are and to reclaim all these parts of themselves plus more. So, the first thing we would be working on would be your self worth. What I have learned is a lot of women, including myself, did not realize what my worth is. This world is set up really for the women that are just drop dead gorgeous with gorgeous bodies to be and know their worth, which is great. Yet, and we're all inherently worthy. So, if that's the case, then how do I see my worth? How do you see your worth? That's the question. And we do that by creating a list of your characteristics trait, both good and bad. And I would work with you on how to actually do that. And so knowing your worth allows you, again, this is all based on creating a life that you're obsessed about. So by you knowing your worth, it allows you to let go of people that aren't a good fit for you. It allows you to know what type of relationship that you're worthy of, to know the type of man you're worthy of, and allowing you to know how fucking amazing you are. Um, 2 years ago, when I was still working on this, when I was still working on my worthiness things, I have to admit that I did not know my worth. I could say I was worthy, but I didn't truly embody it. And now that I've done the work, now that I've done my list, now that I have really been like, crap, like looked at all of who I am, I'm like, yeah, I truly deserve a man that treats me amazing. And getting to that place, that's when you can invite in that dream life. That's when you can invite in that life that you are obsessed about, and or just a life that gives you peace and joy. And those feelings are consistently coming out of you and radiating out of you. When you don't know your worth, you are accepting less. You are accepting negative behavior. You are accepting possibly men that do not treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. If you truly knew who you are and you saw who you are and you took action from that place. The second thing is your focus. What I have learned is focus is the most valuable asset people have, especially women. Men love women's focus because when you focus on them, when you focus on anyone, you are sending energy to that person. So the more you can reclaim that focus and bring it back to yourself, the better. The more you can let go of those people, the better. Great. I have a hair on me. So we would heal things to bring your focus back. I would give you space to process things, allowing you to bring your focus back. So getting that cutting cords, bringing your focus back. So by us doing that, that allows you to put that focus and put that energy to the things that are valuable to you, to the things that are in alignment with the life you want, to the things that you have been trying to create, but because your focus is scattered, like most humans, we would be able to bring that back, allowing you to really just create the life that you want with that energy, which is amazing. Yay. Um, Emma, I swear. Next, the next thing, so the third thing is your body. So there's three parts to the body. The one is feeling. So allowing you to finally, possibly for the first time, inhabit your body. So once you get to being like, okay, what am I feeling? And then you acknowledge your feelings, you acknowledge your why, then you can go back into your body. Maybe you might just be in your body for a few minutes. Maybe you might be in your body and be present all day long, which is amazing. So by us bringing back those feelings, by you acknowledging your feelings and you investing in yourself to acknowledge those feelings, you're then able to, Emma, you're then able to live a life that's present. And when you live a life that's present, worry just tends to go away. Frustration, worrying about an issue goes away, and you're more focused in the now moment. You're now focused in the what is it called? You're now focused in the realizing that a solution will come to you, or that like, okay, I will deal with that, but I will deal with that when the time comes, which is amazing. So feeling and getting out of your head. Thinking is actually a survival trait and a survival mechanism that is created because of trauma. So yeah, let's get rid of that thinking and just be in the present moment and to enjoy. And then your voice. So we would bring back your voice, allowing you to speak up for your needs, speak up for your boundaries, speak up for your standards, speak up for what your desires are, which needs practice. You need gumption to do that stuff. You need gumption to speak up your feelings in that moment with that person that you might be feeling whatever. So it's one of those things where having that voice is huge. And it can, I think a lot of women just say, oh, well, I'll let it go. Even though if I'm feeling this way or thinking this way or having these boundaries, I'm not going to speak them. But then we do need to speak them. And we do need to really be honest. And so when we are investing in ourselves and doing that work, we're going to speak our feelings more. We're going to speak our needs, which is huge, which we need that thing behind us that's pushing us to do these uncomfortable things because they are uncomfortable. And then finally with the body is alignment. What I believe is that we all have a life that we want to be creating, and what might feel good for us might not feel good for someone else. And so the more we can get into alignment with that inner compass, that's like, I want to live in the city, not the country. Okay, well then do that. Let's figure out a way to move to the city. And then, it's like, oh, I would love to drive that type of car. Okay, well then let's figure out how to get you in that car, or, have a plan for you to get into that car. So it's that inner compass getting you to be in alignment with yourself and with, what is it called? Just, following through on what feels right for you, which everyone's alignment and everyone's compass is different. So the more we can bring that focus back, the more we can bring that voice back, the more we can bring our worth back, the more we can trust that inner compass and to get us to where we want and to get into alignment with what we are desiring. So then finally would be, we would be reclaiming your boundaries and standards. So your boundaries and standards are the things that really are like your electric fence, which brings people in and out of your life. And so if you are not having boundaries and standards, we would get specific on doing that. We would get specific on your needs, um, on, we'd figure that out over time so that you would allow yourself to really just make sure that you have people in your life that care about you and care about your feelings and care about just all of that. So, yeah. Um, it's really important that we are able to get to these 4 things. Again, I think a lot of women are not doing these 4 things. They don't have boundaries and standards. They don't know their worth. Their focus is scattered. They are not speaking up for themselves. They're not feeling their feelings. And you certainly are not in alignment with that inner compass. And so the more we can do that, the more work that we can do to bring and reclaim those, the better. And the more you can show up as that amazing woman that you are and that awesome woman that you are, and bringing back, reclaiming that goddess or that higher aspect of yourself, which is amazing. My cat is currently trying to go and make my camera fall. So, on that note, I really think, Emma, that if all this sounds great to you, and if this is all things that you have been trying to work on, then my reclaimed 6-month group, my 6-month private coaching program is for you. And please, again, book that free consultation and book it for sometime in July. If you cannot do it in July, let me know. We can do it in August, early August. Though my goal is to get these 5 women to start on August 1st. But if none of those dates were for you in July, that's fine. And then from there, you can go and get that 20-minute free reading. So I leave that with you. This is the work that is so valuable, that is life-changing. And again, your whole life changes. It just falls. Your old life falls and something much better gets brought up. So I leave that with you. Thank you so much for watching. And have a great day. Take care. Bye.